Imagine throwing everything you have at someone
Tee it off!
and watching them smile back at you.
Down again!
Your best shot lands clean, and they just keep walking forward like nothing happened. Smile wider. That smile is the last thing you see before your world goes dark. Muay Thai produces warriors who know no fear, but one man turned fear into a weapon. His opponents don't just lose, they break. This is the story of Rodtang Jitmuangnon, the Iron Man of Muay Thai. This is Boxing Fever. Here we go. December 23rd, 1997. A small village in Patalung, southern Thailand, Rodtang Jitmuangnon entered a world where poverty wasn't just a challenge, it was the enemy. His family struggled to put food on the table. Most kids his age played in the streets. Rodtang had a different path waiting. At 7 years old, when other children were learning to read, he was learning to fight. Not for glory or fame, for survival. Every baht he earned in the ring meant his family could eat that week. The Jitmuangnon gym in Bangkok became his second home, his real education. While kids across Thailand studied math and history, Rodtang studied pain, how to give it and how to take it. By age 8, he was already competing in local temple fairs, earning small purses that felt like fortunes to his family. The training was brutal. 5-hour sessions under the burning Thai sun. Kicks against banana trees until his shins turned to stone. Sparring with fighters twice his age who showed no mercy. His coaches had one rule. If you can still stand, you can still fight. Rodtang took that lesson and carved it into his bones. By his mid-teens, Rodtang had already fought over 100 professional bouts. Most fighters don't reach that number in their entire careers. He was building something special, a reputation that whispered through gyms across Thailand. The kid from Phathalung who never quit, who never backed down, who seemed immune to pain. In 2016, at just 18 years old, he captured the Omnoy Stadium Flyweight Championship, the stadium where legends are born. 1 year later, he took the Lumpini Stadium title, the most prestigious prize in traditional Muay Thai. But Thailand was just the beginning. The world was about to meet the Iron Man. 2018 changed everything. One championship, Asia's biggest combat sports promotion, came calling. For a boy who learned to fight in temple fairs, the walk to the one circle was a walk into another universe. The blinding lights, the roar of an international crowd, the pyrotechnics exploding on the big screen. It was a world away from the sweat-soaked air of a Bangkok stadium. Any other fighter would feel the pressure, the nerves threatening to steal the air from their lungs. And maybe for a split second, Rodtang did too. The weight of his family, his gym, and his country on his young shoulders. But then the switch flipped. The boy from Phathalung disappeared, and the Iron Man took his place. He made his debut against Sergio Wilson. It was a statement. A methodical, dominant win by decision. Solid performance, nothing spectacular. But one's matchmakers saw something in him. They saw the unshakable calm, the forward pressure that never stopped. They knew they had a monster on their hands. They gave him tougher opponents, bigger stages, brighter lights. Every time Rodtang delivered. Then came August 2nd, 2019, Bangkok. One dawn of heroes. Standing across from him was Jonathan Haggerty, the British phenom they called the General. Haggerty had skills that made veterans nervous. Fast hands, sharp elbows, a fight IQ that let him solve puzzles mid-battle. He'd only lost twice before, and both losses were to Thai fighters. Rodtang was about to make it 3. The bell rang and Haggerty came out technical, measuring distance, setting traps. Rodtang walked right through them. The General landed clean shots that would drop most fighters. Rodtang's response was that smile, that terrifying smile, that says your best isn't good enough. Round after round, Rodtang marched forward. His low kicks crashed into Haggerty's legs like sledgehammers. Each impact echoed through the arena. By round 3, Haggerty was limping. By round 5, he could barely stand. The judges gave it to Rodtang unanimously. The Iron Man was now the one flyweight Muay Thai world champion. But champions don't get to rest. They get bigger challenges, hungrier opponents, fighters who spent years preparing for their one shot at glory. Petchdam Petchindi was next. January 2020, another Thai warrior with over 200 fights to his name. Petchdam came to war. The fight was violent, close, tactical. Rodtang's elbows opened cuts on Petchdam's face that would need stitches. The kind of cuts that leave scars, permanent reminders of who you faced. Majority decision for Rodtang. The streak continued. Then came Daniel Williams in September 2021. Williams was confident, maybe too confident. He talked about exposing Rodtang's weaknesses, about being the one to finally crack the Iron Man's defense. The fight lasted all 3 rounds because Williams was tough. But tough wasn't enough. Rodtang's low kicks turned Williams's lead leg into a balloon. Swollen, purple, barely functional. Williams finished the fight on heart alone because his leg had quit 2 rounds earlier. Unanimous decision. Another victim added to the list. Now let's talk about what makes Rodtang truly scary. It's not just the wins, it's how he wins. His low kicks generate somewhere between 1,000 and 1,500 pounds of force per square inch. That's not an estimate, that's backed by biomechanical studies. When his shin connects with your leg, something has to give. Usually it's your leg. December 2022 against Jiduo Yibu proved it. Rodtang spent 3 rounds targeting Yibu's legs. Every kick landed with a sound that made the crowd wince. After the fight, medical reports confirmed what everyone suspected. Yibu's tibia was fractured, cracked from blocking Rodtang's kicks. That's not a rumor or a story someone made up later. One championship's medical team documented it. The bone-breaking reputation isn't just hype, it's medical fact. But the truly terrifying part? Rodtang has never been knocked out. Not once in over 300 professional fights. He's been hit by the hardest strikers in Muay Thai. Absorbed elbows that would hospitalize a normal person. Taken knees that crack ribs. Every single time, he just keeps coming. Doctors have studied his neck strength, his conditioning, the way he rolls with punches to minimize damage. None of it fully explains how he does what he does. Some fighters are born with gifts that science can't measure. Then there's the psychological warfare. Rodtang doesn't just fight you physically, he breaks your spirit. During exchanges when most fighters are focused on defense, Rodtang smiles. Sometimes he laughs. After taking a hard shot, he'll slap his own face in motion for you to hit him harder. Opponents have talked about this in interviews. Jonathan Haggerty admitted it messed with his head. You train your whole life to hurt people, and when you finally land clean, your opponent treats it like a joke. That does something to a fighter's confidence, makes them question everything. By 2022, Rodtang had climbed to the peak of Muay Thai. Multiple title defenses, millions in prize money, endorsements from major brands like Venom and Monster Energy. His Instagram hit 2 million followers. He bought his family a house in Patalung, the village where it all started. Donated money to help other poor kids who dreamed of fighting their way out. He married fellow fighter Ada Luxa Klangdon. Life was good. Success was earned. But rising to the top means everyone below is aiming at your throne. And in September 2023, someone finally hit the target. Manichai Yamsiri, also known as Superlek. Another Thai legend, a technician where Rodtang is a warrior. Superlek had beaten everyone else, and now he wanted the Iron Man's belt. One Friday, fights 34. The fight was close, technical, strategic. For once, Rodtang's pressure wasn't enough. Superlek's precision outscored the aggression. Teeps kept distance. Counters landed clean. When the final bell rang, the judges gave it to Superlek by unanimous decision. Rodtang's first loss in one championship. His first loss in Muay Thai in years. The streak was over. Some fighters never recover from a loss like that. The invincibility vanishes and doubt creeps in. But champions are built different. Rodtang didn't make excuses, didn't complain about the judges. He congratulated Superlek, went back to the gym, and got to work. 4 months later, January 2024, he returned. This time the rules were different. A kickboxing match against Japan's Takeru Segawa at 165. No elbows, no clinch, just pure striking. Takeru was undefeated in kickboxing with knockout power that had ended careers. People wondered if Rodtang could adapt, if losing to Superlek had taken something from him. The answer came fast. Rodtang walked through Takeru's best shots like they were mosquito bites. Landed his own combinations that rearranged Takeru's face. By the final bell, Takeru's nose was possibly fractured, his eyes swollen, his body marked with bruises. Unanimous decision for Rodtang. The Iron Man proved he could win under any rules, against any style, after any setback. That's what separates good fighters from legends. Good fighters win when everything goes right. Legends win even when it doesn't. Today, Rodtang Jitmuangnon sits at 272 wins, 43 losses, and 10 draws. Most of those losses came early in his career when he was a teenager fighting grown men for lunch money. Since reaching the world stage, he's nearly unstoppable. At 28 years old, he's got years left in the sport. Maybe a move to higher weight classes, maybe more crossover fights in kickboxing or even MMA. Whatever comes next, one thing is certain. Opponents will keep breaking bones, spirits, dreams. It doesn't matter. Rodtang breaks them all. He's more than a fighter. He's proof that where you start doesn't determine where you finish. That poverty can forge diamonds instead of crushing coal. That a kid from a small village with nothing, but heart and fists can conquer the world. Rodtang Jitmuangnon is the Iron Man, a living nightmare for anyone who steps in that ring. A hero to millions who see themselves in his story, the scariest Muay Thai fighter of his generation and maybe any generation. He definitely deserves your like and your subscription. Subscribe to the channel. This was Boxing Fever. See you soon.